Thank you very much for this extended introduction. I'm going to present to you the new program that we have, which is the protection of cultural heritage and monuments of nature from the effects of climate change. I just started the presentation. I don't know if you
Yes,
is it okay?
We can see, yes, it's okay.
Okay, great. So this is a presentation of a master's degree that we have developed in collaboration with the Academy of Athens that deals with the protection of cultural heritage and monuments of nature from the effects of climate change. Now, this is a very interesting program because it's a first in many ways. The first being the first master's degree program that deals with this issue. The second is that it is one of the new master's degrees offered by Greek universities that is offered entirely in the English language. So it's an international program, a joint international program. And the third is that it's part of the Hellenic Open University, let's say, ecosystem. The Hellenic Open University is the main distance learning university in Greece. It's higher education. It's accessible to everyone, anywhere, anytime, and it uses a specific methodology for distance learning that was firstly developed in Open UK, the Open University of the United Kingdom. And since I've been teaching since 2009, and since then we have developed our own methodology, and it actually uses specific things that I will talk about to encourage students to study on their own terms with very distinctive learning material and supported by tutors. Now, this is one of our newer programs. As you can see here, we have several Masters of Art and Masters of Science degrees. But I will get right to the point. This is a program that has a 2-year minimum duration. It offers 120 ECTS credits. And its structure is, it comprises of 4 compulsory year-long course modules, 1 specialization course module that is optional, and the diploma thesis. And now, depending on the specialization course that will be chosen by the students at their 2nd year, they are offered specializations, three different specializations. 1 is for movable heritage, 1 for monuments and archaeological sites, and 1 for natural and historic heritage landscapes. So the program tries to put together most of the terms heritage and even movable heritage and monuments and natural heritage. So what we actually don't have is intangible heritage, but and it's the implication of climate change to intangible heritage. But the other 3 issues we are actually developing in the program. Now, what we have as a bonus, as a plus in the Hellenic Open University, is that we have a very low number of tutors per student. So the students per class are about 20 to 25. And this means that one tutor is responsible for 20 to 25 students, which is quite low in Greek universities. And another important issue is that the tutors are not tutors that have applied and have been they have been evaluated. Every 3 years we produce specific calls, and we evaluate tutors for specific programs. So the people that teach in the courses are evaluated every 3 years, and we have an internal evaluation for each course and each class that takes into account a lot of issues, the tutoring, the learning material, and the basic overview of the program. So the maximum number of course modules that students can take every year is 3. And for each course module, we have the methodology that I already talked about. It comprises of the study material, which are mainly electronic books and scientific papers that are accessed through the Hellenic Open University Library electronically. This provides us with very interesting evolutionary process that we can use specific books that we need, that are part of the collections that the HOU library has subscriptions at. So we are not limited in any way to specific study material, which is a very major plus on the course. So the study material can be updated depending on science, depending on the publications that arise in the next years. So this is really important. The second is the study guide, which is a comprehensive guide that describes how the students should read what is prescribed that they would read. And it also provides self-assessment exercises and activities. The third part of the methodology is the time schedule. Studying is divided into 32 to 34 study weeks because these are yearly modules. And the time schedule provides detailed information on what the students are supposed to learn each week. Now, it doesn't mean that the students are limited, that they have to learn something in a specific week, but the time schedule provides them with what we call a necessary program that they should follow so that they can finish and learn what they have to learn. And throughout the year, for each course module, we have group tutorial meetings. We have a total of 5 4-hour sessions, online meetings, that are used to solve specific issues. We have also other ways of communicating with the students, as I will show you later on, with a specific platform. We organize excursions into archaeological sites and museums. We organize external online lectures. So the students are actually have a lot of information to take in, and they have a comprehensive guide that can be used for their studying. The student assessment is done with a total of 4 written assignments for each course module, which this sums up to the 30% of the final grade. and the rest 70% is through the final exams that the students take. And the pass grade for each course module is 5 out of 10. Now, to provide you more details on what the course modules deal with, on the first year, we have 3 course modules. One is Cultural and Natural Heritage. The second module is Introduction to Climate Change. The third module is Material Science. And on the second year, students can also choose 3 modules. One is Telematics and Metrics. One, of course, is the master's thesis. And then we have the specialization course modules, as I said before, that provide the specialization for either movable heritage or monuments and archaeological sites or natural and historic heritage landscapes. What each module deals with, I will provide a brief description of the learning outcomes of each module. The first module, Cultural and Natural Heritage, aims to introduce the basic terminology, the principles and approaches of cultural and natural heritage protection, and to place these within a historical and cultural context. It explores the multiplicity of meanings and values attributed to heritage, identifies and investigates numerous risks that threaten cultural and natural heritage, discusses the international heritage protection process and global strategies, identifies the main agencies that are responsible for the global response to heritage issues, explores and reflects on the legislation, policy documents, international charters and conventions that frame cultural and natural heritage management, and presents technologies and tools used in heritage documentation, protection, management, and interpretation. Now, this, as an introductory module, it defines a specific language that all students should learn in order to communicate together. And this is really important because of the multidisciplinarity of this course, our students are of entirely different disciplines. We have physicists, we have archaeologists, we have people that are responsible for protecting antiquities, we have historians. So the list is quite a wide audience. So all these people need to be learning the same language to talk to each other and to know what we are talking about. Now, the second module, the Introduction to Climate Change, deals with climatology, Earth's climatology, not space climatology, the basic climatic parameters and quantities associated with air pollution and climate change, to acquire knowledge of anthropogenic and natural sources of emissions that affect climate, to understand the complex structure and operation of the planetary climate system, to acquire knowledge of the most important processes that determine climate indicators, to be familiar with the definition of extreme weather phenomena with adverse effects on materials and structures as a consequence of climate change, to understand the interconnection of climate change with the economy and society, and recognize the technological aspects of climate change and understand the need.
Sorry, Professor Solomos,
yes.
You have 3 minutes, okay? Just to conclude your presentation.
Yes, thank you very much. It's Zerefos, it's not Solomos.
Sorry, yes, Professor Zerefos, yes. Sorry.
So I will move on to the end of the presentation. As I described the course modules, I would like to show you as some final slides the The study guide is for each course module is a kind of a publication, a book of around 150 to 200 pages, and it comprises of the following. It tells the students the aim of the course module, the learning outcomes, keywords, study plan, additional bibliography, a checklist on what they should have learned, and also self-assessment tests and activities that the students can use to define what they have learned. And all this is provided through a specific platform, a study platform that has all the information. It has the issues to submit the material, and of course, the students can access directly the material through links to the HOU library, as I told you before. So thank you very much.